Hello and welcome to this Unreal Engine for Dummies. Today we're going to be having a quick look at the Unreal Engine and loading it up and just familiarizing ourselves with it. So when you download the Epic Launcher from Unreal, you'll be greeted with this screen, which is your splash screen. First tab is the Community tab, and this is something you should all be going through at some point, just having a look and seeing what they have. A lot of this stuff is all things like jam submissions, what other people are doing. It's actually really good to have a look at and see what other people are doing in the community. The Learning tab, which you can learn all your beginner stuff, so all the little bits and pieces. You start with Get Started with UE4 and that'll go through basics of everything. We'll be covering a lot of that stuff in these tutorials, but I recommend to go through these as well when you can. Marketplace, this is everything that other people can upload themselves and sell. There are some free stuff on here, so have a good look through and see what you can find and what you'd like to be using. And then your Library tab. So with your Library tab, it starts off with the engine versions at the top. You probably will have a blank space here that says 4.12.4, which should be the most recent one. If you don't have anything, then just click on the Add Versions tab up here, and then you'll have an install button there for it. If you've got one that's got blue, then obviously you've already downloaded the engine, so you can just launch whatever you've got. I'm still using 4.10.4, I just haven't bothered to download 4.12. Then you got the My Projects tab, so if you haven't started any projects, you won't have anything here. That's fine. Then your Vault, which is anything you've downloaded from the marketplace. So today we're just going to go to whatever most recent engine you've installed, which for me is 4.10, and go launch. You can also click the launch button that was right here. That's a bit of a quick reference. So then you'll be greeted with your project browser. If you don't have any projects, again, you won't have anything in here. Sample projects, these are ones that have downloaded from the marketplace. And then from here we're just going to go New Project. You've got two different templates you can use, Blueprint or C++. Personally, I'm not much into coding. Blueprint is a lot easier for me to understand. I don't touch C++. So neither are we. We're going to just use blueprinting. From here you can choose your first person blueprint, flying blueprint, puzzle blueprint. These are all really good to have a look at and see their controls and how they work. Future tutorials will be doing more of a true first person kind of Fallout sort of feel game, that sort of open world style thing. So we're just going to start with third person. I know I just said first person, but you'll see what's going to happen later on in future tutorials with that. Down here you've got desktop console, so whether you're making it for a desktop or a tablet, mobile. If you do it for desktop console, you still have all the controls for that inbuilt anyway, so yeah, it's not really that big of a deal. You got your whether it's maximum quality or whether everything's scalable to 3D or 2D, and your starter content. So with starter content, that just gives you a whole bunch of Unreal Engine props, materials, a few bits and pieces, things like that. It's always good to start with if you're fairly new to it and you don't really want to build your own content, or you're not familiar with building your own content yet. So we're just going to go with starter content. And the location, so wherever you want to store this folder, there's a little button down here, you can store it wherever you want to put it. Choose your location and click OK, and then the name of your project. So we're just going to go tutorial, I've already got one of that, so tutorial 01. Create project.